What's going on YouTube? Mixture Man here. So right now I'm going to be telling you my thoughts and I guess you could say a review for Jackass Forever. And I grew up with, before I continue actually, I want to warn you, I will be discussing spoilers really for this movie. Because to me it's hard to discuss this movie without saying any specific spoilers. So I don't want to ruin the movie, what happens in the movie for people that have not seen it yet. But if you've seen it, obviously continue watching. If you haven't seen it, you don't care about being spoiled, then obviously continue watching. Um, it's been 11 years since the previous movie of Jackass, and it's weird to think about that. It was just crazy to think that it was 11 years ago that the previous Jackass movie came out in theaters, and now this is the final film in the Jackass film. But part of me thinks that this is not the final film that we will see, that we will have a movie called Jackass, or if they maybe bring the series back. I don't know if the series is going. I didn't really watch the series as much as I did the movies, but because in the movie they have these like younger cast members, like they have what's her name? I think Rachel was her name, and I don't see it right now. Or I don't see her name right now in the casting list. But yeah, they had these Rachel Wolfson. They had like, and amongst other guys, especially that heavyset guy, not the heavyset guy from like the first, second, and third one, the new heavyset guy, and there was even one point in the movie where one of the guys said, like, "We're passing the torch to you," and I'm thinking to myself, could they be like the future Jackass members? And then obviously we won't be seeing Steve-O, we won't be seeing Johnny Knoxville, Chris, those type of guys in any of those Wee Man, those type of guys anymore. They're retiring, and these younger guys will continue making Jackass content. I wouldn't be surprised either way. I would like that, because these Jackass movies, I think they bring a lot of people together when it comes to having a laugh, just wanting to laugh at someone enduring pain, and just that kind of stuff. It's just always funny, no matter what. If you haven't seen Jackass and if you have not laughed, you don't have a soul. If it's one thing if you say you don't care for Jackass, but if you haven't seen a clip or two and you don't laugh, I'm sorry, you don't have a soul. At the end of the movie, they do have some little, like a small, tiny tribute for Ryan Dunn, and that was nice. I thought that was really nice, because we know he passed away years ago in a car accident. I did rewatch the first Jackass movies, just to kind of, because I think I've only seen each of them like once, maybe twice, just to kind of remind myself of what these idiots are, and just to, because I figured what they were going to do in this movie is that they were going to do some like callbacks to some of the pranks, like, and I think this was the first one where one of the guys, I think it was Chris, where he literally takes a freaking shit in a toilet, in like a toilet store or something like that, and he does something similar actually in this movie. I remember, and I thought, a little cool callback to that. I like that how they did callbacks to the previous films. Steve-O taking out his fake tooth at one point during this movie was funny as hell. Johnny Knoxville, we know Johnny Knoxville is an idiot, and it was crazy when he freaking got hit by that bowl in this movie, when he freaking did a full-on flip, and I was like, holy shit. And I actually thought he was seriously hurt. Like, I mean, yeah, he got a concussion. I remember he got a concussion, a broken wrist, and I think as well as a broken rib, maybe one more thing, I could be wrong. He literally got knocked the fuck out. Like, whoa, and each time when any of the characters got hit in their man parts, I felt the pain. I'm just like, I'm cringing. I'm literally in my seat with my buddies, like, my theater was actually pretty packed too, and we were all like, like everybody was laughing, screaming. It was funny as hell. At one point, which that actually pissed me off too, the freaking fire alarm went off during our movie. I was like, are you kidding me? But luckily it lasted only about 15 minutes or so, and luckily we were able to go back inside and finish the movie. So that was weird. I did get this poster actually. I just saw it and they're like, you want it for free? I was like, hey, you know what, free is free. And it's not even a Jackass poster. It's for Death on the Nile. I probably will be seeing this movie in theaters. I know it's a sequel to The Murder on the Orient Express, which I want to check out that movie eventually, and maybe even film a reaction video to it. I've always said to myself, I want to check out that type of movie because I'm into that kind of mystery, trying to solve kind of thing. And I always like trying to guess, like, I wonder who the killer is, especially in this. But that because the cast in the Murder in Orient Express is amazing, and this cast is amazing. But enough talking about those two movies. Let's get back to Jackass. Let's just say that I was not expecting the beginning. The beginning. I was like, oh my god, these guys. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect because a lot of times you don't know what to expect from these guys, except you can always expect them getting hit in their man parts. But I just wasn't expecting that. It was funny that Jalen Ramsey made an appearance at the beginning and freaking trucked the hell out of one of the Jackass members. I can't remember who he trucked, but it was funny. Right when he got off the bus too, I knew right away that was Jalen Ramsey. I'm like, what the hell? What is he doing in these movies? And the freaking the heavyweight guy that did what he did. If you know, you know. Oh my god! I think. Oh my god! And the softball part, the hockey part, the pogo stick. It's like, what? Why would you do that to yourself? Like, there was even one part where he got hit, and one of the guys, like I could tell across the theater, was literally kicking his legs up, and he like because of the pain he was enduring on his man part. Like I was just in shock. And oh my god, one funny part that I thought was really actually kind of cool and funny was when they literally freaking lit a fart underwater or whatever that was, and it exploded. That was actually pretty funny and cool. Probably my favorite part in the movie was when they were in the room and it was pitch black and Johnny Knoxville put night goggles on, was scaring the hell out of all of them, and they pretended that a rattlesnake was in there. That was funny. And the freaking heavyset guy is an idiot too. He feels the like pain and rat traps going there. He just says, let me climb over. I'm like, you're a freaking idiot. Like, that was my favorite part. I could not stop laughing in that part, as well as my theater. And that was really funny. And as always, Jackass is just always fun to watch. It's always funny. I will say, this is probably the funniest out of all of them. And when I rewatched the others, as I'm rewatching Jackass 3, the third one, I'm thinking to myself, this is the funniest so far. I'm hoping that because in my opinion, Jackass 3 was the funniest one as I was rewatching them. And as I'm watching this, and towards the end too, I thought to myself, this is funnier, because these movies, in my opinion, they don't need ratings. I'm not even going to tell you a rating. I'm not going to say, oh, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. Because in my opinion, these are the type of movies that don't need ratings. Like, it doesn't need a 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 0 out of 10. It's just, you either go to the movie to have a laugh and have fun with your buddies or whatever, or strangers even, because I had fun with my buddies and some strangers. And it was just funny to watch, and it was fun to have a laugh and goof off and see idiots go in pain. Rachel Wolfson was a tough, she was tough, and she's really pretty too. She's cool, and I hope we see her in future Jackass projects if they were to make more Jackass projects. It was funny seeing Wee Man get mad at that one part where he was walking or doing the musical chairs, and they were trying to figure out which of the musical chairs was gonna pop up, and I was done when his seat popped and he did a freaking full-on black flip right in between these seats. That was funny. The worst part, I think, was when it was Steve-O, when he freaking decided to put the bees on his little man part. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Why would you do that to yourself? I couldn't believe it. And the part where Machine Gun Kelly was in the scene, oh my god, I was so glad he was the one that got hit. I mean, yeah, Steve-O got hit as well, but I was glad that Machine Gun Kelly got it too, because that dude's a weirdo. I'm sorry. I mean, if you like him, that's your opinion, but my opinion is, I think he's weird. I think I don't know how he got a girl like Megan Fox, but love is love. Anyways, but it was funny. He was funny actually in the movie Machine Gun Kelly, and it was funny the way he reacted when he got hit too. I wasn't wishing pain on him. I just was glad that he got hit, because I was like, Steve-O already got hit. I was like, okay, I hope Machine Gun Kelly gets hit now. I would have wished that on the other, if it was just another random guy. And I forgot his name. I don't see him in the casting list right now. The guy that brought his father on set. that was funny when they put him through that little spider thing, and he was like, ah, and he started grabbing the animal trainer and Johnny Knoxville. He would not let go. That was funny as hell. I mean, it was all funny. And what else am I gonna say? I had one more thing. Oh yeah, towards the end, that was funny when freaking Wee Man was in the little tank and shooting the guys with the, it looked like beanbags. I don't know if it was beanbags or something else. And the army came up with paintball guns and started shooting the guys on the ride that were trying to drink milk on that freaking spinning ride. I was like, hell no. I mean, I'll go on the ride, but I won't drink milk beforehand. I would definitely throw up. Oh my gosh, like, this movie is just insane. If you like Jackass, you'll like this. If you grew up, I grew up with Jackass too, so it was just cool to seeing them one last time on the big screen. But believe it or not, actually, when I say on the big screen, this is the first time that I've seen a Jackass movie in theaters. I never really had an opportunity to go see any of the other Jackass movies in theaters. I actually had a chance to go see one with my buddies. I think it was for Bad Grandpa, but I don't know why I could not go see it. I think I was younger, and my parents just said no, because my parents said no to a lot of stuff as I was growing up, but who cares? So I think that's all I gotta say for this movie. As always, movie was funny. I'm not gonna give it a rating. This movie doesn't deserve a rating, like I said. It was funny. I loved it. I'm gonna see it again eventually, maybe with my other buddies, in case they haven't seen it yet. But as always, if y'all could please do me a favor, please give this video a like and or subscribe to my channel, and I would really appreciate that. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.